Oh, she's so wicked, and it only increases my passion. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something about her. She's so cultish, like a skittish cult that needs to be tamed. I will woo her with some spirit. Folks, let me explain something to you. When I come out here with some Elizabethan dialogue, I don't expect anything, really, folks, and that's really what I got, so. It doesn't bother me, though, folks. I got the docs, I'm the guy. It doesn't really bother me, sir. I'm the guy, and you're the serial killer. Now, let me explain something. Audience shot? No. Well, it doesn't matter. I quit smoking 18 days ago, folks, so I really don't care. I don't care about the show. I don't care about myself. I don't care about anything, really. I don't care that I found it was 9 minutes and I have about 4 prepared. It doesn't really matter, folks, because, as I say, I quit smoking and it's about me, me, me. Now, isn't it? The first time I quit was during the LA riots. The first day of the riots, I decided to quit right before it started, and then it started, and that ended that little, attempt at self-improvement. I quit, and I was in the middle of the riots, by the way. I was right in the heart of the hood when it started. Laguna Beach. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Yes. There's a lot going on. The birthplace of hip-hop. Perhaps you've heard about it. Now, I tried to quit smoking, and finally I did quit smoking. And a lot of people say, hey, you should quit smoking, because it not only affects you, it affects the people around you. You should see the people around me, folks. I don't think you'd be that interested whether they lived or not, But I feel, and I'm certainly not comparing my little pain with the pain of the civil unrest that goes on in the world, but I think it's selfish of you people not to notice a metaphor between the two. And I quit and I feel a certain resentment. Not right now, but except, of course, the man staring off at the giant cloth when he should be looking at Quinn. How boring am I, sir? More boring than a piece of rag on a wall. How will someone rid me of this awful priest? Come on, folks, the whole set. All right, here we go. Speaking of the whole set, maybe it's time I started a little whole set of comedy for you people to enjoy. Oh, who cares? They'll sweeten it later. It'll look so good at home. People actually think I'm a brilliant guy. And here's the way it goes, okay? I quit smoking, and I do feel a certain resentment because, let's face it, I had to quit drinking, quit smoking, quit all these things just to live. And these old-timers from that last generation, Sinatra and all the rest of them, live forever, and they smoke and drink, you know what I mean, with impunity. It's like Frank's idea, he would go on a health kick once a year, no smoking in the steam room. That was Frank's whole thing, Peter Lawford and Joey Bishop would not hang out for a couple of days, Hey, Frank, you're eating red meat 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. You want to slow down? He's like, what are you talking about? I had a fruit cup with Dino in Palm Springs That's how they used to eat, like a fruit cup, you know what I mean? Fruit cups were very big in the early 60s, folks. I think you should know that. Now, the thing about Frank Sinatra and the whole thing that he represents, because really that's what I'm talking about, I believe, is that Sinatra, yes, he had all the money. He had the success, if you measure success in terms of the money, the women, the boats, the hit albums and the hit movies, but I have something that Frank Sinatra could never have, folks, and that's a little thing called self-awareness you may be familiar with, okay? Yeah, I didn't have to have, every time someone takes my inventory, have Jilly kick him in the face. That's what I'm talking about. All right, folks, I'll be honest with you, okay? I'm gonna be blatantly honest right now. The truth of the matter is, you thought I was part of my, there's a lot of time left. Now, there's 2 ways to approach this. No. Let's find out who's really funny. You know what I mean, folks? We're gonna find out who's funny. Because after all, is it up to the comedians? How much comedy can you take? Is it up to me to be funny? Or is it up to you to make me look funny on the show? That's what I'm asking. No, I'm not accusing you of anything. All right, because let's face it, folks. Comedy's a collective art. You know what I mean? When there's no laughter, I don't bomb. We bomb. And folks, we're in great danger of bombing right now. I suggest you people go home and rewrite some of that Sinatra stuff, because I find it a little dated, I'll be honest with you. Well, you know how much time? I didn't even waste, even a minute on that one. That's the sad part. I was rambling. All right, I'll tell you something funny. I'll do a thing about violence, folks, because there's a lot of violence in the world. And I'll tell you the truth, I've had it with the whole Now, you might say, how did it all start, folks? It all starts with the family. The whole dysfunction, all the violence begins at home, right? Starts at home. Your father gets yelled at work. He's mad at his boss, so he comes home and yells at your mother. She's mad at him, so she smacks you. You're mad at her, so you kick the family dog. The family dog is mad at you, so he goes out and bites the mailman, The mailman's mad at the dog. he goes back to the post office and slaughters 14 of his coworkers. You know what I mean? Folks, come on. That could have been on Seinfeld. That was so clever and clean. Come on. All right, never mind. No, I don't want to beg for applause. I don't need to beg for applause. I got something else that's even almost as funny as that right now. Oh, where was that water when I really needed it, right? Folks, here's the point, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and put down the country, but I'll tell you this much, okay? Kids today are gonna be a lot more emotionally healthy, because the reason all the dysfunction is coming up now is because all the shows that everyone watched in the 70s made life look perfect, and you looked at your own family, you felt bad, you know? And kids today are gonna grow up a lot more emotionally healthy. They're watching, you know, reality-based family shows like Cops and America's Most Wanted, you know? And by perspective, it used to be so funny when I used to say it with the cursing. All right, it doesn't matter. No, you don't need to curse to be funny in comedy. That's my point. The point is, I'm not gonna stand here and bash my homeland of America. The Segway King. This is pathetic, I know it. But, you know, hey, I could be one of those guys that doesn't know when he's tanking it, right? At least I'm firmly based in reality because I gave up the smoke screen in my cigarette smoking. I should break down and cry. I might just cry right today because I'm so in touch with my feelings from not smoking. I might cry right on TV. I don't care. Jack Paw did it. And look at him. You don't even know who he is. Folks, he's a big wheel. Jack Paw, he ran the Tonight Show for a lot of years and a very important man. Now look, I will woo her with some spirit when she comes. Oh, this is really something. This is like an experience, but that's what comedy should be, you know, a spontaneous thing. Some guys kill. Don't you hate it all the time? Oh, funny, funny. And tonight you'll be just sitting there. You know? Oh, that's cool. I'm into that. I'm into that, he forces himself to think. Folks, I'm sick and tired of people bashing this great land of ours. Now, let me tell you something. People call us lazy. That's what gets to me. Well, we're not lazy, folks. You know what I mean? We've only been in this country for 300 years. We've built nuclear weapons plants, malls, factories. We're not lazy. We're done. You know what I mean? There's nothing left to do. So, folks, thank you very much. You know, in addition to all the other mishaps I've had during this set, actually, that was mistimed. I should have left on that big laugh. And it's kind of appropriate in a way that I kind of have to stand here and suffer. And before I leave, I'd like to say something that I think is important. But I think you've noticed, it seems clarity is not my closest friend this evening. So, folks, I'd like to thank you very much for your time and your indulgence. And please enjoy the rest of the night. And take care of yourselves. Thank you, folks. Oh, thank you. No, no.